Okay, it is piano time. Oh my goodness. Hello! It's pajama day. I'm wearing my unicorn onesie. I thought you would enjoy having pajama day today for piano. So here I am in my pajamas. I'm going to take the head part off. You see my horn? Yeah. All right, that's enough. So I just have to update everybody. It has been like the craziest week ever here in Houston, Texas. We just finished the week being blasted by the polar vortex. And it was like in the teens down here in Texas. And it was so incredibly cold that we lost our electricity and we lost our water. And like everything was crazy this week. We were just so cold. So everything's back to normal now, thankfully, but it was a really crazy week for me. So I'm glad I get to sort of chill and relax with you guys here at the piano today. So if you want, drop a couple comments and let me know that you're watching. That way I can say hi, all right? Couple things before we get started. If you can like and share this video, you know that always that helps me, okay? The second thing is if you can subscribe, right? So like we're already here on YouTube. I know there's a couple people watching. Go ahead and subscribe. The button is like right there. It's not hard. That way you can get reminded of those piano lessons when they're coming up every week, okay? The next thing you can do is in my campsite link down below in the description, there's a link to join our piano learning community on Discord. I want to see you there because I want to get to know you all better and I want to see how you're progressing in your piano learning journey, okay? So if you want to do that, go ahead and click the invite and I'll say hi when I'm done with piano today, okay? And then last but not least, I'm on Patreon, right? So Patreon is that platform that really helps me get a steady income. So if you find value in these lessons that I'm bringing you week after week, and you see your child or, you know, your family members just learning and having a great time, consider joining with a monthly donation on Patreon. I have different levels from $3 a month all the way up to $90 a month if you're looking for private lessons, okay? And I do have several spots open for private lessons still. So go ahead and like reserve your spot, okay? I'd love to see you on there. All right. It's time for some magic. We're going to have a great time today. Yes. All right. So kids, if you're watching, let's go ahead and open our lesson book, okay? Now, if you can remember from last week, we got our Magic Man song, right? And that one was on page 56, right? There it is. Page 56. Hey, everyone. So on page 56, we learned all about eighth notes and eighth rests, right? Do you remember what those looked like? Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about it. So we've got the eighth note. This is the single eighth note, right? So sometimes you envision like a quarter note and splitting it in half into two eighth notes, right? But guess what? This is what one single eighth note looks like. And you can have music written with single eighth notes too. Now here's a quick reminder. There's the double one. Yes, there's the double one. And that's the double eighth note. And you'll see that one written a lot in music too. Yes. Oh, yeah, Claire's school got canceled too because she's up in Dallas. It's the same thing. We were just so frozen down here in Texas, right? Thanks for commenting. And then we've got our eighth rest, right? This is that one that kind of looks like a fancy comma or a, you know, like a, I don't know, it looks kind of like a zigzag, right? The beginning parts of a letter Z, right? So that eighth rest has the same value as one of these eighth notes, okay? So it's like a quick rest when we're playing it in our music, okay? Now, for that first part of Magic Man, I only gave you like the first two lines. So I want to go over those first two lines to make sure that we understand what's going on with them, okay? Let's switch to piano view and let's play it together. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, you see the rest of my onesie. Isn't it silly? I'm all rainbow. It's very warm though. I like it. So I'm going to find my hands in my G position. I've got my left hand finger, 1 thumb on my D down below. And I've got my right hand finger 1 on G above middle C, okay? Now we're starting piano and it's 4/4 time and it says mysteriously. So we're going to do our best, okay? Just the first 2 lines. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Hold. Hold. And there it is. That was the first 2 lines. How did you do? Did you do okay? I'm sure you did a great job. But, you know, in order for me to feel better about it, let's play it one more time, okay? I'll switch back to piano view. You get in position, okay? Okay. Here we go. Back down to G position, and I've got my right hand where it is. You know, and after playing that first time, I think I can do my piano a little quieter even, huh? I could probably do better. Let's see if you can do it too, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Mezzo forte. Rest. Woohoo! All right, very nice. Let's do a unicorn clap dab, okay? Here's my unicorn. You ready? Clap dab, all right. That was just way too silly. But you did fantastic with those first 2 lines of Magic Man. Yeah, it's a tricky song. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? It takes a little bit extra work to focus on all of the different things going on in this song. And you did great on those first 2 lines. Now, we've got to learn the rest of the song, don't we? Yeah, so for this week's practice, we're only going to have Magic Man because it's a big song. It's a hard song and it has a lot of parts to it. So that way we feel comfortable learning just this song and putting all our energy towards it, okay? Now, let's take a look at our music, okay? I'm going to grab my pencil. And I'm going to start by looking on page 2, 2nd line, okay? This is right where we left off. Now I'm going to see if I can find anything that I recognize, okay? Ooh, okay, so take a look at the left hand interval. I see a harmonic 5th, okay? And it's that G, D 5th. Just like we had at the first line, right? And it's tied to the next measure. So I'm going to circle that and I'm going to cross out my 2nd 5th, okay? Because I see that it's a tie through those 2 measures, okay? I also see that there's a bunch of 8th notes in that right hand, okay? Now, it's almost like the same pattern in the beginning. G, B, A, B flat, C, D, C, B flat. Ooh, I'm going to draw in a flat right there. Yeah, and I'm going to circle it too. Yeah, because there's already a B flat in that measure. So if we see another B in the same measure, it's also going to be flat, okay? So I went ahead and did that. G, A, B flat, C, D, C, B flat, A. Continues. G, A, B flat, C, D, rest. Ooh, 8th rest. I like those 8th rests. They're nice and quick, aren't they? Yes. Okay. So the 8th rest is there, okay? And then it comes back with a right hand D, finger 5. D, C, right? And then the final measure of line 2, there's a lot of interesting things happening. Now, I see we still have a harmonic 5th in the left hand, but it's only a half note this time, so we're only going to hold it for 2 beats. And then it changes from a 5th to a 4th. Make a note of that, okay? And that's also a half note. Now in the right hand, in that final measure of line 2, I see a B flat starting there. B flat, A, G, rest. Ooh, I'm going to circle my rest. And then it goes up a step to C, B flat, A. I'm going to draw in my flat and circle it. And then I see another 8th rest. Lots going on there, huh? Yes. Now, let's see if we can switch to piano view and play all of page 2, line 2 together very slowly, okay? Good job. All right, let's do this. Okay, so page 2, which is actually page 57, line 2. At the beginning of that line, I have my left hand in my G position. Harmonic 5th, G and D. And my right hand is in a G position like it was before. But surprise, surprise, our finger 3 is going to be on a B flat. Okay? Let's play this line together nice and slowly. Ready? 1, 2. Ready? Play. G, A, B flat, C, D, C, B flat, A, tie. G, A, B flat, C, D, rest. D, C, B flat, A, G, rest. 4th, C, B flat, A, rest. Ooh, it got tricky towards the end of that line. Let's play it again to make sure that we've really got it, okay? I said note names this time through, but let's see if we can do it with right hand finger numbers, okay? G position, I'm ready in my left and my right hand, okay? Let's give this a try. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. 4, 3, 2, rest. And there's the end of that line. How did you do? Was it hard? Yeah. It's okay if it's hard. That's why I'm giving you the whole week just for this song, okay? It's really, really important to focus when we need to on those tricky spots. And this might be a spot where you have to build a cupcake or something special, okay? Yes, I love building cupcakes. And sometimes, ice cream cones are really my favorite of the moment. I do like 6 ice cream scoops, right? Like if I'm working on that last measure, I'll play it 6 times, right? 1 scoop for each time. And then I have a pretend ice cream party myself. That's fun. I like that. So you could do that too, okay? If you need to, also practice it hands apart, right? Now, let's see if we can continue the analyzing and look at line 3 now, okay? Now, continuing on from the end of line 2, I see the interval of a third in my left hand, okay? Harmonic third played with a 3 and a 1. And then it opens up again by moving down a step from finger 3 B flat to an A finger 4. Okay, I'm going to circle that one too. The right hand is going up to a D, and it's doing that melodic pattern. D, C, B flat with a rest, and then back to C, B flat, A, rest. And then you see it sort of has this inkling of the beginning introduction in it, right? We have a right hand 1, and then we have that staccato intro in the left hand. Sounds familiar, right? Very cool. All right. Let's switch to piano view and let's work on that third line, okay? Now, I noticed something in the dynamics we didn't talk about. There was a crescendo at the end of line 2. And at the beginning of line 3, it's the big forte, right? And then we have a diminuendo going to the end of that line. Keep that in mind as you're practicing, right? That measure, the first one of line 3, is going to be your loud one. And then it's going to get softer and softer, okay? Let's switch. I keep talking and talking and talking. But it's good stuff. It's all the stuff that we need to know about this song. Now let's find our spot again. I've got my low D, and I put my finger 1 left hand thumb there. And I've got my right hand finger 1 thumb on my G above middle C. Now we've got lots of B flats, so I went ahead and put both my finger 3s on those B flats, okay? Now at the beginning of line 3 on page 57, it's forte, okay? I'm gonna say my right hand note names as we play. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. D, C, B flat, rest. C, B flat, A, rest. G. There you go. Yeah, let's try that line once more, okay? I know it's a little tricky, but you're doing a wonderful job keeping up, okay? Let's try it again, starting at the 3rd line of page 57. Super forte, okay? Finger 5 right hand and a harmonic 3rd, B flat and D in your left hand. Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. D, C, B flat, rest. C, B flat, A, rest. G. There it goes. Very nice. You know what I noticed? I said rest. I'm like, what am I sitting on? It's my tail. Look, I'll show you my tail. I got a little pink tail. I was like, what am I sitting on? This feels funny. Surprise, surprise, it's my tail. Anyway, I noticed at the end of the first measure of the 3rd line, I actually said 8th rest after this A, and there's actually not one there. So that's my fault. I keep saying it because of the habit of seeing that pattern with the 8th rest repeated, right? So you'll have to excuse that. That was actually a mistake, okay? I think I could probably practice my crescendo and my diminuendo a little better, right? But we'll get to that after we finish learning this section, okay? Now, I want to put these 2 new lines together that we just learned, okay? And then we're going to talk about where we go after we finish line 3, okay? I'll switch to piano view so you can play it too. Okay. Back in G position. I've got my left hand thumb on D, below middle C, and then I've got my right hand thumb on G above middle C, okay? Okay, I'm starting on the 2nd line of page 57 of Magic Man. And we're going to play only lines 2 and 3 together, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. All right, wow, did you get through that really hard part? We need to like have a cheer or something. I need a 1-second party. Let's do a 1-second party real quick. You ready? We gotta like celebrate that we just played those 2 lines. Let's do it. 1-second party, 1-second party, unicorn, rainbows. Oh, you know I'm having a good time. I hope you are too. So let's talk about the roadmap, okay? We're back to business. Now, did you see the repeat sign at the end of line 3 on page 2? You did? So tell me, where do we go? There's that repeat sign. It's gonna boing me back to the beginning. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, we have to play all 4 of these lines again? Well, yes, you do. You've reached the point in your piano learning journey that you can handle playing a song that's longer than 4 lines long, okay? And in this case, you're going to play one that's 9 lines long. Wow, can you believe that? So proud, right? So at the end of line 3 on page 2, you're going to boing yourself back to the beginning and start the whole song over again, okay? Once you get to the end of that again, that's when you can play the final line of this song, okay? The interesting part about this last line of Magic Man is it sounds a lot like the introduction, right? That pattern, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, 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 quarter. Then it changes. Quarter, rest. Quarter, rest. Quarter, rest. Boom. Yeah, and that boom is really fun to play. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start at the beginning of the whole song, but we're going to pretend this is the repeat, okay? So it's not too crazy. All right, let's see here. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We have our position. This will be like the second time through, and then we'll play the last line, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Last line. Rest, 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 forte. Ooh! Did that scare you at the end? Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, so that's the Magic Man, okay? Remember, you're going to have to do that repeat in there at the end of line 3, but don't let that bug you, okay? That just means you have another chance to play it right, okay? Excellent work on your lessons for today. I love it. So you're finished with your piano playing for our lesson today. Let's switch on over to our theory book, okay? Yeah, so our theory book, I think I assigned you guys the page on eighth rests, okay? That is page 38 in your theory. Okay, if you haven't done this page, I would highly recommend that you do it this week. So lucky you, you get an extra week to do your theory, okay? Woohoo! And if you have questions about it, of course, ask on Discord. That way, Miss Izzy can help you. That's what I'm there for. You got to be able to use all the resources available to you, okay? Now, don't forget, if you have your PJs on for piano today, snap a selfie and post it in Discord so we can share what silly pajamas and fun stuff we're wearing for the day, okay? You know Miss Izzy's going to post a really funny one, okay? I have to. It's just who I am, right? And also, I have another message, right? Oh, I guess I could say this at the very end. I can say it at the end. Right, so I have these little cute boards that I have messages that I've been writing to you guys. It's been really fun. So, quick reminder, we are on Patreon. Yay! So Patreon's fun. Patreon is the way that you make sure that I have everything that I need to take care of my expenses here in my studio. If you'd like to join, I would highly, highly and very, very, I'd appreciate it very much. It's been tricky. doing all of this, but it's my passion. It's my love for music and for music education and for making it fun and accessible, right? So if you want to support me in that, I would really appreciate it. Next, of course, I mentioned Discord, right? I want to see you all there, right? I mean, you're watching already. Join me on Discord. It's fun. We have a good time. And we have our classes separated out. So if you've got a friend or another kid doing Prep Stars for my little learners, join that class, right? Or we have Children's Beginner, which is like the one we're doing now. Join us there. And then we also have adults and teens, okay? So there's a whole different section for those learners for them, okay? And then, of course, we have our subscribe. Need I say more? It's right there. The button's right there. You can do it. Thank you so much. All right, so my last thing, of course, I usually do a music quote, right? But today, I have another little message board. It says, I love you because you're unapologetically you. And that is so important, right? Nothing and nobody in this planet is like you. And that's what makes you special. So remember that, okay? What you bring into the world is unique and beautiful and special. So keep doing it, right? Just like the music you're making. It's beautiful and it's wonderful. And I love to hear all of it, even if it sounds kind of funky. That's okay too. I appreciate it very much. Now, don't forget that. I do love you, right? You're you, and that's what makes you special. Keep it up, all right? Thank you. I like little sweet messages like that. So, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I will see all of you very soon, hopefully on Discord. If not, I will see you next week for piano. Take care, everybody.